Actually, we're like madmen. Just like sometimes a person gets hit on the head, has an accident, and he gets what's called amnesia, and he forgets who he is. He might have been the President of the United States. He might have had the whole world at his fingertips. He had everything at his disposal. All his desires could have been satisfied by all his opulence. But if he forgets who he is, then it's all made null and void. He doesn't recognize his wife. He doesn't recognize anybody. He doesn't recognize, his bank balance. He doesn't even look, when he looks in the mirror, he doesn't recognize who he is. He's forgotten who he is. So this amnesia is like our position in this material world. We have forgotten actually who we are. We identify so strongly with this material body. So at any time, or any place you could go anywhere in the United States, any city down Main Street, and you can find not just one, but many people walking around, talking to themselves, talking to somebody who's not there, in complete delusion. Madmen, they don't know who they are. It's like when you go into these things they're called insane asylums. One guy's got his hand in his shirt and he's thinking he's Napoleon. Another guy thinks he's somebody else. Actually, there's one person I know who lives on the streets. He thinks he's Jimi Hendrix. Another person that we meet on Harinam, he thinks he's Krishna. And another person I know, he thinks he's Mike Tyson. So in this way, everybody's thinking there's something they're not. And this is called Maya, that which is not. And this is what's keeping us in this material world. Madman philosophy. This brings to mind this in this pastime in the beginning of Bhagavatam. When Vishnu killed Hiranyaksha, these two big demons, Hiranyaksha and Hiranyakasipu, they were the doorkeepers of Vaikuntha. So both took birth in this world because of a curse. So one of these was Hiranyaksha. And when he was killed by the boar incarnation of Krishna, Hiranyakasipu delivered this oration upon his dead body to his family members. And it was actually similar to what Vritasura did. Vritasura was also a great devotee. I think it was Chitraketu in his previous life. And he was forced by a curse to take birth as a demon, same as Hiranyakasipu. So anyway, when Hiranyaksha was killed, Hiranyakasipu is speaking to all his relatives, his wives, his children, his family members, all the people that were associated with him, and saying, he says, "You're all fools." He says, "Why are you lamenting for the loss of this person?" Even though he was mad, Hiranyakasipu was so mad when Vishnu killed his brother, still somehow or another he controlled his anger, and he starts to deliver this transcendental oration to all these family members who were lamenting because Hiranyaksha was killed. And he said, in essence, actually, you never even knew who Hiranyaksha was. He said, there's his body. There's his body. Go ahead and talk to him. It's the same body that you knew before when you were talking, when he was alive. Got the same bangles on his arms, same muscles, same weapons, everything. It's all there. He's there. He is lying there. Go talk to him. But no, you can't talk to him. So he says he's dead. So that now at this point, they could understand that he wasn't this body. And then Hiranyakasipu says, actually, he says, you never knew who he was. You actually never even saw him. All you saw was his body. You didn't actually see who the person was within his body. That means you never even actually knew him. You didn't even know who he was. All you saw was his body. So Prabhupada makes this point that actually foolish people, they only understand this point at the time of death. They can only understand this at the time of death when they see Aunt Matilda. There she is. I can't talk to her anymore. She's dead and gone. She's gone. She's not there anymore. They can understand there's a difference between a live body and a dead body, and that's consciousness. So the intelligent person knows this before this occurs, and he actually acts accordingly.